Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're doing super well. I am just like going with the flows with this one. I'm super excited. Hey Lindsay, we're currently on live on two devices right now. So I'm on live on YouTube and I'm also live here on Instagram. So I thought I would do it together with you guys because some of you guys on YouTube aren't on my Instagram, and some of you guys on my Instagram aren't on my YouTube. So, hello. Hey, everyone. Hey, Safi. Hey, hello, everyone. How are you guys? So, I thought today I would just do a recap. My video just came out on my fast. I did a 3-day water fast during the new moon. And I was wondering, I was like, I should share with you guys a little bit more of some of the stuff that I didn't share in that episode. So it's like a series well, not really a series is multiple ones, but it's an episode that I created. And I thought, what better way than to share it with you guys and share the experiences I've had during this time. So it's been insane, guys. It's truly been really, really insane. Where do I even start? So I decided to do a 3-day fast because I spiritually wanted to kind of grow and expand myself a little bit more. And this is a Q&A for all you guys on the Instagram. Oh yeah, I did say that. Okay, awesome. It's a Q&A as well. So hello, everyone on Instagram. Hello, everyone on YouTube. So basically, I wanted to chat with you guys a little bit more about some of the things I didn't share. And sorry, I was a little bit late today just because, I have my moon time. So I have this big water bottle right now sitting on the floor with me. And it's humid right now. It's like 35 degrees. It's quite hot. So I was indecisive of like, did I want the fan on to make noise while I'm talking to you guys, or do I want to turn off the fan and enjoy the heat a little bit? And I guess it makes sense because I'm on my time of month to have the humidity. I'm still in my pajamas because I'm cramping a lot. So that's life. I didn't do anything crazy here. I did, however, change my shirt for the recording of the video for tomorrow. Have that done because I just wanted to set that up and make sure it was set up for you guys. And I'm super excited for tomorrow's video because we are talking about angel numbers. Sorry. So talking about everything, and this angel number specifically was requested by one of you guys, which I'm super excited for. So I'm not sure if one of you guys will probably notice that you were the ones who recommended this specific angel number. So I'm super excited. I wanted to talk about my fast though. So the fast I did for 3 days, I started on Friday. Did I prep for the fast? Yes and no. So it's important that when you're doing a fast of any sort that you're eating properly. It's suggested. I'm not a physician. I'm just talking out of my own personal experience. I'm not like a doctor or anything. So obviously talk to your doctor first before going into your fast. But for me, when I did my fast, I thought it was very helpful eating a lot of healthy foods. And I wanted to kind of kickstart anyways, even before thinking of me going on fasting. So I actually ended up doing I think it was one smoothie a day and one juice a day. And I tried to limit my carbs. So I would have processed carbs if I wanted to, just for one, if I really wanted to. But majority of every meal I had a set of vegetables on my plate. So I was already kind of having a balanced meal. That was a good, I want to say 2 weeks that I had maintained that, green smoothie every morning. If you guys are on my Instagram, you see me making my smoothies a lot. And then that was Thursday night when I had the most of my juices and stuff. And I actually ate something unhealthy. I think I had fries or a burger or something the day before, which I wouldn't suggest doing. But because I had so many healthy drinks and whatnot, it was not too bad. Anyways, so the next day I decided to do the fast. I was actually inspired by Sorella. I don't know if you guys have followed her or know her. Hey, John, know her, but she is actually a content creator here in YouTube. So for my Instagrammers who are on live too, on YouTube. And she's really, really awesome. She actually talks a lot about photography. That's how I came across her. So if you guys are interested in learning photography tips or you like that stuff, do check her out. I really just love her. She's so genuine. And with her, she did a 3-day water fast, basically with her partner and with her brother, sorry. And she got inspired by it because she thought that she was too small to do it. And she always wanted to do it for spiritual reasons. And you guys know on my on my channel and on my social medias, I'm all about talking about how to be conscious on social media, but also talking about wellness and spirituality and all of those things too, and entrepreneurism and social media. So it's a balance. It's for conscious beings who like those things, is really what I like to say. So I ended up getting inspired. I was like, you know what? Fear is whatever. I'm kicking it out the window and I'm going to do it. Fear is unknown here. This is why I'm scared of doing it fast. I'm nervous that I cannot do it, and I'm going to prove myself that I can do it. And even if it's not a fast, I'm just hoping that when you guys watch this video, that it inspires you to do whatever you've been so scared to do, but you know deep down in your soul that you are meant to do that thing, whatever that is. Like, it could be the smallest thing, but if there is something that, sorry, I thought there was like something on my leg. If there is something that you really, really want to do and you have been hesitating to do it, now is the time to do it. And I am telling you this right now. Now is the time to do it. Now is the time to go for it. So basically, long story short, I ended up doing the fast. First day was not that bad. It was pretty good. Second day, I was very emotional. I cried a lot. I was very cranky. I'm going to put my hair up because I'm super hot. I was super cranky. I didn't want to be touched. I don't want to be bothered. I just wanted to be left alone. That's all I really wanted. I didn't want anyone to bother me whatsoever. And I got a lot of emotional downloads too. Like, I started to get in confrontational, well, not confrontational, confront my younger self, my childhood self. I started to see a lot of insecurities that I had around the relationship with food because of my younger self, and wanting to look like everyone else, and why I wasn't eating those foods and why I didn't like those meals and whatnot. It wasn't because I didn't like to eat. And I think I learned this through this whole experience of us being at home right now. I found out that I love food, guys. I love recipes. I love cooking. I don't know if anyone has found a new hobby during this time, but I am loving it. I cooked pasta, homonoki, like, I did so many cool, amazing things, and I'm still doing them. But when I was doing this fast, it wasn't that I enjoyed eating like the fast foods or anything. I just enjoyed the feeling of cooking food and creating it and sharing it with those I love. It was like the love that I put into the food is what I really, truly missed. And then through doing that, I was able to put that aside, and I ended up really facing into why am I doing this whole situation? Like, what do I want to get out of this whole fast? When you do a new experience, you always want to ask yourself, what am I hoping to get out of this? Even if it's not successful, it doesn't work out, like, what is the one thing that I want to learn from it that I can take away with me in whatever is to come? So that's really what I walked into this knowing. I knew that this was all a mental game. It was all, how am I going to push myself and cheer myself every single day? So I ended up finding out that maybe I want to say like, hey Jade, how are you? I found out that maybe I want to say like, a few days later, a few hours, felt like all one day, guys, like it felt long, but a couple hours later, I decided to go for a walk, and I really just let myself just breathe and just sit with myself. And I asked myself, I was like, what am I scared of? And what I was scared of when I did this fast is I was scared of failure. I was scared of failing. And so happy to see you, young. So happy. I'm so happy to see you guys. Please let me know if you have any questions on fasting, by the way. But I was like, what am I scared of? Like, what is holding me back from this fast? I can do it. I'm day one. What else is preventing me? So at this point, hey Iman, at this point, I was like, oh my gosh, like, what's holding me back? And for you guys on Instagram and YouTube, I'm on live on both. So if I'm looking both ways, it's because I'm trying to do it on both, because some people are following me on YouTube and some are on Instagram. I just feel like this Q&A and this live would be very beneficial for both of you guys. So I do find out that a lot of people have been asking me, like, I do a live on Instagram and they miss out. So I'm trying to put it on both platforms for you guys. So I was like, why am I holding myself back? So I turned to myself and I said, I'm scared of failing. I'm scared of not being able to succeed. But then I asked myself, what is the definition of failure? You're only failing if you're not taking away the lesson from the experience of which you just went through. That is good, bad, and okay, and everything in between, right? So when we think about those lessons and we ask ourselves, like, what can I learn from it? Okay, maybe I can learn not to do this again. Or maybe I can learn that, I was eating, for example, I learned that I was eating sweet foods whenever I felt like I couldn't express my emotions. And it's funny because I went through many energy energetic work before. Hey, Sunkissed. Many energetic work before. And they've always told me, Shika, you got to work on your throat chakra. And I always knew that because I was a very quiet kid when I was little. And when I was young, I got bullied for half my life. Like people used to do horrible things. And, it's crazy. Kids can be mean, sometimes. And it's not their fault because they're probably coming from a space where they're seeing it somewhere else. But to me, I used to reenact it with my dolls, guys. I remember it used to be behind my couch, and my mom said that's how she found out that I was getting bullied. She found out by the back of my couch, I was playing with these dolls and reenacting exactly what happened on the playground. And that's the only reason she found out when I was in kindergarten that I was bullied. So when I thought about those things and I reenacted, I was like, I was eating those foods because I loved food, and food was the one thing that allowed me to feel comfortable. It brought me comfort. It brought me a sense of security, because you got to think of yourself when we are, think of these words, and I really want to share it with you guys. We talked about this yesterday in the live. I said this specific affirmation whenever you feel insecure or some other emotion outside of love comes into your life. And the affirmation we said and the words that we said is, thank you, I love you, I forgive you, you are safe. Because one of these words is the reason why you're reenacting the way that you are, right? One of these words is the only reason why you're acting the way you are right now. It doesn't mean anything else. That's the only reason why. So when you think about that, you process that and you say, okay, I'm acting this way not because I want to, but because of this experience, and my body is out of pain of emotion, and that is why I'm acting this way, then it makes so much sense, right? So I had to go back to my childhood thought. And when I was meditating with my younger self, I noticed, and I told her that I loved her, and I told her that she was safe. And I told her she was safe on the playground, and it's okay, and she's going to do amazing things. And don't worry about all the things that the people used to tell you when you were quite young, like that was before. And each and every single one of us, all of you guys that are on here right now, each and every one of you guys, you have your childhood self inside of you. Whether you've been in touch with him or her or not, but you have it inside of you, right? So you have to understand and ask yourself, how am I going to connect with this younger self? How am I going to make sure that he or she is still being loved? He or she still has a voice. And instead of speaking and communicating, I created a pleasure of food. And food became a huge thing, which in high school, I became obese because of it. I ate my foods through it. I'm just reading the here. The only one who doesn't judge me. Yeah, exactly. You're the only person that can judge yourself, right? Her Sunkiss says, inner child work was a game changer for me. Yes, so many of you guys have been messaging me. I talked about it in one of my lives, and ever since, I've had at least 4 of you guys DM me back and forth saying, Shika, thank you for telling me about my childhood self. I have gone into it. Hey, Amber. I have gone into it, and it has healed me so much, more than I can even fathom. And I just want to say that we all have that. So I want to kind of just one takeaway I want you guys to take from this whole thing. I want you to just go back and spend some time with your younger self, at least a bit, just for a bit. That's all I'm asking, just for a bit. Take some time with your younger self. Ask him or her, what do you have to tell me? That's all you have to say is what do you have to tell me? That's all, okay? And the moment that you ask that, I am certain that you will be able to get a lot of answers in your life, more than you could ever, ever, ever can imagine, right? So I just want to let you guys know that I am so proud of each and every one of you guys who've done it, or you guys who are starting to feel that you want to go into that, because that is one thing I wanted to share with you guys that I got downloaded from me. I felt like a lot of us don't do it. So I was like, I need to come on here. I need to do a live. I need to share with you guys. You guys are awesome. Hey, Julian. Hey, everyone who's jumping in. You guys are awesome. You need to know about all of this, right? So I want you to really ask yourself right now, even if you want to just sit with this intention, just like, what is my younger self telling me? The second thing that I learned about myself through this food is that my power is so much bigger than I can even have in my body, right? My power is so much bigger than I have in my own body. You guys are powerful. You guys are powerful. We are all so powerful, okay? Like so powerful, more than you can even imagine. And I just think it's so amazing. Like, I just think it's so amazing that every single one of us are so and powerful. And I just think it's amazing that like this beauty that we have within ourselves. And I sat down there and I imagined myself doing all of these things in my meditation, right? Think of something that you guys want to do. It could be a place you want to you go to. It could be, a thing that you want to accomplish. It could be anything you want to create. Buenas, ana Instagram. It could be anything that you want to create, whatever it is. But I just want you guys to know that whatever you are doing, whatever you guys are creating, it is going to be huge, right? It's going to be huge. And you are only going 10% of your capabilities. So whenever you feel doubtful, whenever you feel sad, whenever you feel angry, whenever you feel any of these emotions, I want you to remember two things. And I posted one of these things on my YouTube. I didn't post it on Instagram. I'm sorry, Instagram, I was lagging there, but I posted on both. And one of the things that I mentioned was that we are so powerful. We are beyond it. We are the painters of our realities every single time, even when we're in the worst of situations. I'm talking from someone who's been at the bottom. I'm talking from someone who has gone through trauma. I'm talking from someone who has, went through so many childhood traumas as well. Someone who has lost a lot of things internally, lost my soul completely to a point where I didn't even know who I was anymore. I couldn't even hang out with my family and friends because I wasn't comfortable doing that. Right? But then one day it clicked for me. One day it clicked for me. One day, that all it took was one day. One day I ended up waking up, and basically what happened is I found out and I said, you know what? I'm ready for change. I am tired of doing the same thing over and over again and waking up and feeling that I can only do so much. I am tired of being in a relationship where we argue more than we say, I love you. I am tired of having some time of just like being exhausted with all of the things, right? I am exhausted with all of those things that I think is so, so important. So I just want to tell you guys, like, if you've gotten to a point where you're not happy with your current situation, your reality, right? Your reality, you need to wake up. You need to kind of figure out, what do I need to change? What do I need to tweak? What do I have to make different in my reality right now? And if you aren't doing it, there's something that needs to change. And you're the only one that can change that. So that was a huge download that I got, because there's so many things that I found out through myself. And Safi is saying on Instagram, facts, keep speaking facts. That's what I'm going to go through right now. And I'm waking up right now. People are waking up, people. I'm waking up more than ever. I was already awake for a while, but I'm waking up. And I think it's also my energy of like me being on my time, but we're all waking up. We're all waking up. We're smelling the roses. And if you're not smelling the roses right now, you will eventually, or you need to, right? We all need to. And it's not easy. It's not easy. And our journey is never done. But that's what makes it successful. If someone were to just give you $1 million, would you actually enjoy the $1 million? Maybe you would for the first day or two, but then eventually it'd get boring for you. But if every dollar, every cent of that $1 million, you worked your butt off, and it took you lots of time, lots of years, a lot of time to create that abundance in your life, but then you were able to understand exactly all the work that you put into it, then you're going to love it more. You're going to love that money. And you're also going to make sure that you use that money energetically better, because you want to make sure that you put all that work into it. You're going to put it in the right places. But if someone gives it to you, you don't understand the value of that energetic exchange just as much because of the sweat into it. So I just really want to tell you guys, you don't need to do a fast to find this. You can just find this within yourself. All you need really is 10 minutes a day to sit with your own emotions, sit with your own self, and ask for one intention and ask your body what it needs to do. Our whole body, our whole abilities that we have here is formed in various levels, right? We have our, conscious self, our soul, we have our intuition, and our body self, right? So if you think of all these levels that we have within ourselves, we are sometimes imbalanced. Sometimes we're more, developed in our, soul self than we are with our physical self. Maybe we work so hard every single day at that job to make the bills and do what we need to do, but our body is exhausted. Our body's saying, wait, like, slow down. I'm exhausted. I can't keep up. Right? So how many times do we actually listen to our intuition? I just really want you guys to follow that. I really want you guys to come into that because that's so, so important. So those were a little bit of a couple things that I learned with my fast. Made a big difference through fasting and everything for everyone who just signed in. Hello. But yeah, I just did so many things that really just changed the game for me. It really changed it. After 3 days, by the third day, and I talk about this in my series. If you guys want to go see that, you can go check it out. But in my series, I talk about on my third day, I felt super alive, super relaxed, super just like feeling, I think, just aligned with myself, which was really awesome. And I felt like I could keep on going, but the second day was the worst because I was just like, I have nothing to run for. I have nothing to run behind. I had to just go full force into what I needed to do, right? And that's not easy. That is not easy at all. Let me tell you, it's getting hot in here. It's not easy. So yeah, that's kind of my 2 lessons I wanted to share with you guys. If you have any questions on the water fast, if you have any questions on fasting, if you've done fasting or whatever you want to share about that, let me know. I know a lot of you guys asked me questions on my YouTube yesterday on the angel numbers. So if you guys have any questions on angel numbers, please let me know. I would love to deep dive in that as well. We have 2 comments, one on Instagram, one's on YouTube. So YouTube says, we have Iman0, who says, that says, what did you do to prep for the fast? I'm wanting to do it and purge energy and clear downloads. Yeah, I think that's amazing. So for my fast, for you guys who don't know, obviously go check a physician. If you are pregnant or have any medical concerns, you will have to make sure. I don't even think you can do a fast depending on sugar levels. Diabetic, you can't. If you're pregnant, you can't. So just a heads up for you guys. Definitely go check out your physician and make sure that you are able to. What I prep to do with my fast is I ate really clean. So at least my little motto that makes it very easy is from like morning all the way to like before dinner. So 2 meals a day, I would eat majority, I want to say 80% veggies. So veggies, fruits are great, but they're high in sugar, and they bring you up into high energy and they bring you back down. So one of the things I learned that worked the best for my body is to really help with myself is just making sure I was able to take care of myself. And what I did is I just ate a lot of veggies. I started my day with a fruit and juice. I did 1 juice, 1 smoothie, and 2 meals with vegetables on my plate. And that helped me out a lot. I drink a lot of water. Water is important just so your body is well hydrated before. And one little trick that actually helped me a lot when I started my fast, and I think this helped me survive the first day. So I'm not sure if you guys have heard of like the bullet coffee before, but it's really what it is you're putting oil in that coffee and you mix it in with the coffee, no sugar, nothing at all. Just put like coconut oil, organic coconut oil. This is important, or organic butter. And you basically put that in and make a bullet. If you look up like keto coffee or like bullet coffee, they're like similar kind of in the recipe. But before my fast, and I typed in my fast, so the morning of, I put in some coffee, a little espresso coffee, and about a bit over a teaspoon of coconut oil. And I drank that and it really helped me a lot. If coffee gives you anxiety, because I did have a comment on that here on Instagram, if it gives you anxiety, don't do coffee. I would just say just keep hydrated, eat a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit. That includes sticking to herbal teas. Same with me when I was working years ago, I was working at a coffee shop as a barista. And for me, like when I was drinking coffee, I drank coffee all the time. Hey, Laura, I drank coffee all the time and I was so exhausted, right? I was so gludgy and I actually got lactose intolerant because of it. I had too many espressos and lattes and I was super hyper all the time. So I would suggest if you guys are looking into that, stay away from that. So Iman, I hope that helps. Any questions, if you guys have any other questions on that. Her sun-kissed soul. Hey, love. Sending you love and light. So I did a 3-day fast last year and it was the best. Sorry, my shirt is like blocking the words. Thing I've ever done. So many downloads and I need to do it again. Yeah. So people sometimes they say they want to do it like, oops, sorry. People do it usually like twice a year. One thing that I will keep with my fast, because I do intermittent fasting. I just think it helps me personally. I'm also have endometriosis, and my endo actually affects me on my stomach area, my digestive area. So for me, it helps me to do intermittent fasting to get my body used to when I'm not supposed to be eating and just kind of not in shock right away. So I would probably say another great tip for you guys is if you are looking into doing a 3-day fast, start with intermittent fasting. There's various ones. The most popular one is the 16-8. So it's 16 hours not eating and 8-hour window. So you say you would eat from like 9 to 5, and then you wouldn't eat before or after that, and then just drink water between. You can also drink some tea, coffee as well, depending on what you're going to do, but nothing that's calorie intake or anything that will spike up the insulin, so the sugar, which is very important. So yeah, I hope that really answers your questions. Did you guys have any other questions or stories that you'd like to share about the fast, water fast, your experiences? If you've ever done a water fast, please let me know. And if you have any questions in general, I know I talk a lot about like, I do more of the Q&As on YouTube. You guys, I usually do reading. I'm going to do card reading because I know a lot of you guys on my Instagram are wanting a card reading. That's why you're online. So I'm going to do that in about a few minutes, because then I'll have time to do a lot for you guys. But if you guys have any other questions about the fast, maybe my experience on the fast or anything else or any comments, please let me know. I'd love to help you guys out. Or even if you've done a fast, like, do you guys do intermittent fasting? Do you like fasting? Just your experience. I'd love to hear about you too. The other thing I was going to say is angel numbers. I've noticed a lot of people have been asking and saying, Shika, I've gotten a lot of angel numbers. So moving forward with my content, I am taking into consideration of doing a lot of angel numbers. I want to ask you guys, like, what type of content would you like me to create more of on the channel? Because I think it's so important to kind of like figure out like what type of content. So if you guys can let me know in the comments, that'd be amazing. I have a question from Viviel Copeman. So he says, what was the best outcome of your fast? So yeah, there's a lot. It depends on what you define outcome. I had two intentions of my fast. My intention was to bring in my wellness and my spirituality together. So kind of bringing in the mindset of like eating with gratitude. So basically like being grateful for my food and not just eating because I want to binge or I feel really crappy one day or whatever it may be. So I think it was more of just controlling that and making sure I was eating from a good space, I think was a super important part. So that was one of the biggest things I think for my fasting and my outcome that really helped me out. And the second thing is obviously for you guys, I'm going to be completely honest here. So since being at home, I've been working out and everything, but I just think that I'm very empathic. So you guys know I do readings and stuff, and my gifts are getting stronger, and I do feel a lot of things and the shifts that are going on. So it's definitely affected my health a lot in a way of like my actual weight. So that has been something that I've been, just accepting and loving. And I think everyone's not perfect, right? So day in day, I fall in love with my body more and more, but I did want to do the fast to control a little bit more of like my relationship with food. Why was I binge eating? Like what was my reason for binge eating? And like I mentioned before, was for my childhood and the experiences I had, I was still accustomed to, and I was stuck to that habit and that belief. So me kind of rewinding and redoing those, nurturing what I thought was good and redoing it helped me a lot. So I actually ended up losing quite a lot of weight from this because I gained about almost 30 pounds during the time of being at home, which has been a big difference for me. It's not really easy. I would say 25 to be exact. It was hard. I was really hard on myself, and I was really exhausted because I was feeling all these amazing things, and I was so excited because my gifts were getting heightened, and I'm doing a lot more into my power and what my mission is, which I love, and helping you guys out. But at the same time, I was just in this way where like I feel uncomfortable, So I think my biggest intention with the fast was to bring myself to connect with my body more and just be healthier and kickstart myself and kind of go into and making sure that my stress levels were reduced by going inwards and putting food out of the way and just saying, Shika, what's going on? So I think that was very important for me. I hope that answers your question. Amber just asked on YouTube, so what helped you open your throat chakra? This is a great question. I had a lot of questions with you guys with this chakra, which brings me to another question I want to ask you guys. Would you like me to do videos on chakras? I just released twice 2 videos on root chakras on YouTube. You guys thought it was very, very helpful, and I did have a request for solar plexus. I'm pretty sure I did it. I'm not sure. I have to go back to my YouTube channel and see. But if you guys would like me to do more videos on that, please let me know. I would love, love, love to do more, but it's all up to you guys. So just let me know. Like, let me know in the comments while you guys are chatting right now if you'd like me to do a chakra series. So I could do like describing root chakra, solar plexus, like all of the other ones in a row, and then I could also do a separate video. So I'll do solar plexus, what it is, how to heal it, and then I can go into like 5 simple ways to heal it on a daily basis kind of thing, and what helped me out. And I think that would help a lot of you guys out. So in quick, throat chakra, best way that helped me out was chanting. I don't like being loud. I was told at a young age that, women are supposed to be, calmer and quieter. And I still have this problem of enunciating my words sometimes because, I was just, in a house where you had to be quiet, right? And I'm relearning that belief a little bit. So for me, I think, chanting was a big, big thing that helped me a lot. Chanting helped me so, so much because it told me like, hey, be loud, like do what you need to do. So I was like speaking loud and talking and all these things, that it really helped me a lot. So I would say chanting, you can actually do the chants for the throat chakra. Each chakra has a chant, which I talk about in the root chakra. So again, I will talk about that as well in that root chakra series. Throat chakra series and all the chakra series and whatnot. But I would say chanting is a big way. Second way is by also just singing. Singing is really great to open it out, and just singing in your shower and letting that out. And I sing and dance all the time to songs and like in my bed and just waking up. And I feel like that helps a lot. And another great thing too is affirmations, like speaking out your affirmations as opposed to just saying them internally makes a big difference, because usually if there is a block, it also depends on where your chakra is being blocked. I find with throat chakra, more than none, it's connected to another chakra. So it's probably an insecurity of something that has caused you to not communicate within your throat chakra. So I would suggest kind of investigating that a little bit, and I'll talk about that in the series a bit too. But I hope that answers your question, Amber. I don't know what you've been doing as far as how to open up your chakra, but yes, singing in the shower definitely helps. I love it. Bill Copeman just said that on Instagram for YouTubers. You guys, I just think it just helps a lot. So just sing, enjoy. Who cares if you can't sing? Just like sing, let it out. No judgment, and just letting that energy, because when your throat chakra is blocked, or any chakra is blocked, it's because there's stagnant energy blocking that wave, that area, right? So we want to release it. We want to let it have air, and you feel this like pressure just release when you're singing. And it feels so, so good. It's also, singing is amazing for just raising your full vibration. We have to understand that even though your chakra is connected and it's that one part that's blocked, all chakras are connected. So if one chakra is off, then that means the rest of your chakras might be slightly off as well, right? Because it's connected all together. We have to understand that every body part is connected. There's the stomach, it goes through the digestive system. It's like, that's how it moves scientifically and energetically. So we have to understand that it just heightens it a lot more. So I hope that answers your question, Amber. We have another question from Iman. So how much water did you drink a day, including teas? So I didn't drink tea. Water fast, you can't have herbal tea at all. So it's only water, not fruit water, not fizzy water, just water. So that's what kind of got me like, I don't know if I could do this, but I did it, and you guys can too. So don't be shy of it. Obviously, again, talk to a physician first, but I want to say that it was like super helpful for me to do that. And I find it really allowed me to open up so, so much. So anyways, I did that. It was super, super fun. I would say I drank about 2.8 milliliters of water. I don't have my water bottle with me now. It's like the big ones that you can get at like Walmart or CVS or 7-Eleven, corners, some store that you guys have. You can find them. They're super cheap. They're like $5, and you can get them, and they're just like, you fill them up. Some of them even have like the marks on it with what time you need to drink that water, which is motivative to some people. For me personally, I just like tell myself to drink this water, and I remind myself. So I would say whatever works for you, but I find it helps if I just tell myself I need to drink this much water or whatever it may be. So yeah, I hope that's helpful for you. I really hope that helped you out a lot. But I would say drink a lot of water, no coffee, no herbal tea, just water. So you could actually go check out my recent video if you guys are interested in learning a little bit more of how I experienced it. But yeah, water was the hard thing. And that was the part that was weird. I wasn't chewing anything for the whole day, right? So it was very weird. Did you guys have any other questions? Any other questions on anything, regardless of like water fast or angel numbers or anything before we get into the card readings? I love readings, but I also like doing these Q&As with you guys. They're so much fun. They're super fun. Like, I love them. Okay. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope everyone's doing well. So if you guys, this is your first time doing card readings with me, we're going to tap into it. Basically how it works is you just say me in the comments and I will just go by order. Now, because I have YouTube and Instagram, I'm just going to keep an eye out for both and just go by order, and I'll let you guys know. Excuse me. I'll let you guys know, and that's how we'll go. But yeah, I think that would be very, very helpful. Yeah, I'm so happy that you enjoyed it. So yeah, just say me down below, and then I will do a card reading for you. And I love doing these. These make my days so much. I really love them. Whew. So Amber's first. Woo, okay. Cards fell out. Amber, you're first. Laura is next on Instagram, and Amber's on YouTube. So Iman is third. Okay. So anyone else? Safi, you're fourth. Perfect. You guys are awesome. Anyone else who wants a reading, say me. I will do a reading for you. Okay. Let's do Amber's. So Amber, you could just think of your question in your mind. And then for all of you guys, when I do your reading, just think of your question in your mind. And then I will do yours. Villa Copen, okay, you're next too, okay. Okay, Amber, so we have 3 cards for you. Hi, Philippines. So nice to see you. There's quite a few people from Philippines following me on both YouTube and Instagram. So I love it. And from Brazil. Hola, tudo bom? If anyone's from Brazil and from Spain or Latin America, hola, ¿cómo está? I used to speak both Portuguese and English, but I found as I started to talk more, like it was very hard for me, but I will speak to both languages depending on what, but it's very like my Spanish is Portuñol, so it's a bit of both. Portuguese, I need to practice it more, but I used to live in Brazil. So for you guys who don't know that, that's how I need the language. Okay, so your 3 cards that we have for you, Amber, we have the Sisterhood of the Rose. I always say for you guys to stay on, even if you don't have or want a card, because sometimes one will just, your intuition will pull you, even if it's a reading for someone else. So just a heads up for you guys. So we have the Sisterhood Rose, Beauty, Devotion, Priestess, and Teacher. So just for you guys to see. So here it's really talking about, you know, stepping into your teaching, stepping into what you're meant to do. And I feel like teaching can also be a kind of a representation of you being a nurturer. That's really what's coming down to me when I'm doing this reading with you, is you're quite a nurturing person, Amber. You have this sense of like almost like a motherly person. And then here's sharing your voice. So just saying that whatever your question is asking you to share your voice, share what you're meant to say, share and express yourself. And it's funny because you talked about your throat chakra. So yeah, I definitely feel like in order for you to step into that nurturing and to nurture people the way that you need to, and to understand what you need for them the best. Hola, Houston. So yeah, to nurture them and to know the best from that perspective, I think it's super, super important for you to work on your throat chakra, because that is what's dimming your light. So here got your card on what is dimming your light, and what's dimming your light is something that you're holding and you're scared to communicate with your throat chakra. This could be something currently, and this can also be something that has happened in the past that has been coming up. Right now, guys, a lot of people are feeling emotional. We have Cancer coming up, full moon. It's going to be an interesting full moon. I don't know if you guys are interested in that. I will be doing a video on that pretty soon on YouTube. But that being said, if you are aware of that, understanding that, you know, the full moon energy is slowly coming in. Hey, Jeremy, slowly coming in, right? So I really think that your throat chakra, you need to tap into that and figure out what is dimming your light in order for you to know what the next steps are. So I hope that was a really good reading for you, Amber. That was super straightforward, and I definitely felt that was for you. Let me know if you have any questions or any things that come up intuitively, like as far as while I was doing that reading for you. And I'm sending you so much light and love. Feel free to stay. There's always readings with more answers if you're questioning things and wanting more clarity. We're good, Jeremy. We're feeling really good. Thanks for asking. So yeah, I can definitely do yours, Jane, as well. So I think next is Laura. So Laura, if you're still there, say me, and then I will pull your card. Just think of your question and I will ask. And then after Laura is Iman. After Iman is Cavell Kopman. And then after that is, I think it's yours, Jane. So awesome. No worries, Amber. I'm so happy it helped you out. So Laura. Let me know if you're still here, Laura. Okay, awesome. Okay, Laura, so here are your cards, and for you guys as well. So your confirmation answer is yes. Your next one is Pillar of Light, and this one is Take a Break. So these are so amazing. I love this card because it's really just telling me you've been doing so much work for everyone around you, for yourself, and internally, we're just working on being intuitive within yourself. So if anything resonates with you guys, let me know. What your question for your confirmation is yes, it's giving you a yes answer here. So yes, going forward with that because you are raising your vibration. You are brightening up. You're following what you need to do. You are doing all the right things. And in doing that, you're becoming this kind of like oracle within yourself, connection with your higher self, which is so beautiful. That being said, though, there is one part of you that in order for you to move forward with yes and to work into your highest purpose, you need to understand that your work in life is not balanced. So you're overworking yourself, you're feeling exhausted, and you need to get off the treadmill. You need to stop overworking yourself. You need to take a break. So finding a way to take a break, and I'm not saying to just go one day and go into the hot tub and take a break and whatnot. I'm saying about for you to relax and rest and take a break for yourself and just really take that time to work on you. So I really want to make sure that really resonates with you. And I really think that aligns with you 100%, Laura. So let me know, but I think that's amazing. So confirmations, yes, go that direction. It's an action card. It's telling you to do what you need to do, but you need to take a break in order for you to continue to increase your vibration and to continue growing and building off of a cellular level. So that is a beautiful reading. Great job. Sending you light and love, hun, and let me know if you have any questions or anything that comes up. That'd be amazing. Okay, so Iman, you're next. If you're still there, say me. And anyone else who wants a reading, say me. That would be amazing. Okay, awesome, Iman. So you're next. So just think of what your question is. That's amazing. I'm so happy. Yeah, guys, I've been like feeling very intuitive lately and I love it. And I think it's because we do these readings every day. I have another deck, which I don't think I'm going to put in until next week. I'm going to actually use it a little bit more in the next few days. And right now is a perfect time to put energy just because it's my moon cycle. But yeah, so once I do that, these are confirmation and they're chakra cards. So if you guys are interested in having me put these in and to have, to ask me to either have an option with these ones, because I love these, but then also having chakra cards, I'll be doing that in the future. Okay, awesome. So Iman, you're next. And then after Iman, we have Volver, and then after Vol is Jane Kuruso. So awesome. Iman. Okay, Iman, so we have 3 cards for you. The first one is leap. Take the leap, the universe will catch you. Second is initiation, and third is boundaries. Very straightforward. Universe is straightforward today, guys, and I love it. Okay, so first one is you go first, the universe will catch you. So I actually did a card on this, or what do you call it? what was it called? It was a video on this, and it was really good. And here it was talking about like, you go first and the universe will catch you. So going forward with what you need to do and waiting for the universe to hold you and catch you in that sense. And I think what it's saying is like, you've been kind of indecisive with what you want to decide, Iman, a little bit. And I think what it's telling you is just to go for it. But in order for you to go for it, you need to make a decision, A or B. There's no in between. It's very direct. So here's just saying the initiation passage where you're crossing the threshold between what where you were and where you want to be. And now it's the time to act on where you want to be. So for you to do that, for you to take the leaps, before you do that, you have to create boundaries within your circle. And what's coming for me is like family and friends. What boundaries do you need to create in order for you to make this decision? What boundaries do you need to create in order for you to go forward, to be confident as you go through this whole process? So universe is fully with you. You have your two options. You know what it is. If you don't know what it is, I want you to tap into yourself. You can meditate with yourself, ask your guides for a sign. They might show that with you through angel numbers, but it's really just telling you that I think the biggest thing is setting boundaries. You need to set boundaries. If you don't set boundaries, people will prevent you from taking that leap. And that's what's going to hold you back from having full confidence and trusting in your path. So I think that's a beautiful card reading. Let me know if that aligns with you. I think that's stunning. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hello. Hey, guys. Sorry, more people signed in on the Instagram. Okay, so next is scrolling up. I'm scrolling up. So Vival Kopman, are you still there? If you are, say me, you're next. I haven't done a reading with you, I don't think. So if I haven't, all you have to do is think of your question and I will pull the card for you. After Vival Kopman is going to be Jane Culuso. So let me know if you're still there. Hello, hello. I feel like everyone is like amazing. It's so great to see everyone on here. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys. Oops. Awesome. So I'm going to pull your cards, Vival. Okay, so these are your cards. Yeah, for sure. I'd love to. Okay. We have Don't Dim Your Light, Pillar of Lights. Okay, I'm going to redo this because I think I was getting Iman's. So Vival Kopman, can you tell me what your actual name is so I can tap into it? Because I think that's your Instagram name. So that'd be easier for me. And then Jane, you're next. After Jane is Iramosa. So Vival Kopman's still there. Just your name, so I know what it is. Sometimes I see people's Instagram and it makes it. I'm so sorry, Safi. You're after. I'm sorry, Safi. I scrolled up and I couldn't find your Ashley. Okay, so Ashley. Awesome. Ashley. Don't have to say your full name, but thank you. Okay, so. Okay, so Ash, these are your cards. So we have Council, Pillar of Light, Birthing Age, and you also have Soul. So this is amazing. You're in a transition right now. You are growing within yourself. You're kind of rebirthing new creations, maybe new business, maybe just a new ideas that are coming up. I feel like creatively, so I'm not sure if that could be just like content creative or business creatively. But I do feel like there's a birthing of new creations, and this time has really forced you to step into and just kind of create in your own space. I think that's super, super important. Council of Light is divine orchestra, so helpers of subtle realms. So getting this one as well. So what are your helpers telling you? You know, what are your helpers saying that you need to do? And, you know, you can ask your ancestors. I also think you can also ask your guides. So simple things of just saying, hey, universe, source, like show me a sign. I'd love to know, like, what is my next step after rebirthing this creation and what should I do next? to get more clarity. Your last card, sorry, is call in your tribe. So here is just really talking about calling into your tribe. You're never alone. This tribe could be throughout your guides, but this is also in your life. So even though you feel like you've gone through so many changes right now as you create some new amazing projects, you need to understand that regardless of what's to happen, who is your soul family that's going to help you through this? Who's the people that are going to be there and have been there through every change in your life, and to go to them to help you support and push this, because I think this is so important. Also, don't forget that you are so guided. Like, I don't know if you have any ancestors that you're really connected with, but just understanding like how you can connect with them deeper and find out the answers within that. So I really hope that's a beautiful, very direct answer with that, but knowing that you aren't alone. But I do see there's so many new creations for you, which is so exciting. In the storm, there is a creation. I always say there are diamonds in the dirt, right? And I feel like you're the diamonds in the dirt. You've gone through so much, and now you're rebirthing this new world for you. And it's a new stage that you're not familiar with, but you need to know that you can't be afraid to ask for help. And that's where the soul family comes in. So I hope that aligns with you. Let me know what you think, Ash. That's a beautiful reading. And now, Safi, I'm going to do yours next because I skipped you, Safi. I'm so sorry. So if you can think of what your question is, and then Jane, I'll do yours because Safi was before you. I mistaken for that. So I'm so sorry about that. Ima, no problem. I'm so happy you guys are loving these readings. I have so much fun doing these readings with you guys and being able to connect and get all these amazing little downloads. It's so much fun. So Safi, think about your intention and I'll pull your cards for you. Well, that one's very strong, your last one. So the Age of the Light, you have the Starseed, and you also have Dance with Light. So you have a lot of just like fun coming through. No worries. Let me know. Yeah, definitely join. We'll do it probably 1 p.m. Eastern time. So sending you love and light, love. Okay, so we have the Age of the Light. So you've been training for this for a lifetime. No worries, Ash. I'm really happy. Let me know if you have any questions or anything personal comes up that you're not comfortable sharing here. You guys are more than welcome to message me on Instagram. So the Age of Light is you've been training for this for a lifetime. This is a beautiful card here. And it's really just telling you that whatever you're doing right now, you've been doing this for years, longer than you can even think about or know of, right? So just ask yourself, with what your intuition, that niggling feeling that's coming through, what lights you up? What lights you up? You know what it is. It's been happening every time this comes through. You know what you need to do, but you need to find out what lights you up. And in order for you to find that out and what makes you happy, because you've been feeling really down lately, you need to dance with light. So sometimes when you're sitting around so much, we end up getting negative energy within our spaces. It gets caught up in our bodies, right? So dance with light a little bit, change, do something different in your routine to change your energy, to shift things a little bit more, to get yourself outside of your comfort zone, I think is so important. So do something that is going to change your energy, because I do feel like you're kind of just waiting for something because you feel like it's out of norm of what's going on right now. But I want you to know that it's time for you to step into your purpose. Like, through this tough time is going to really allow and challenge people to really see, okay, what is actually going to make me happy? Not chasing successes anymore. We're talking about being woke. We're talking about what's giving me happiness today, what's going to give me happiness every single day, in the now. And you need to figure that out. And you already know what that is. Ask your higher self that through meditation, I think is super important. And in doing that, you'll find out what lights you up. And you'll also find out through stagnant energy. And a great way actually to remove stagnant energy for any of you guys who've been feeling a little bit off is dancing. Dancing is an amazing way to help you feel more grounded in your root chakra, and also to help you feel more grounded in general. So I definitely think this is very important for you. And I think this really aligns with you a lot. So definitely going to dance with light and align myself. Love this. Yeah, I think it's important. Like, sometimes we take life too seriously based on the circumstances that we have no control of, right? So we need to look into the whole situation and see, okay, what do I have control of? right? What do I have control of? Not what I can sulk about or what I'm not happy about in life, but what do I have control of? What can I be grateful for? Even if it's the smallest thing in life, like the one thing that's going to make me happy. Hey, Lucy, the one thing that's going to make me happy, the one thing that's going to make me smile today. You know, what's the one thing that's going to make me smile today? What's my one intention? My one intention today was to actually have a live with you guys. That was my one intention. It was like to do a live and to hopefully connect with one of you guys. And if one of you guys walk away and say, hey, Shika gave me the clarity that I needed, that I know that my job is done today. You know, I know my job is done. I'm good, Lucy. I hope you're doing well too. Lucy just joined us on YouTube. So I've always told myself I wasn't good at a dancer. But for a late reason, I've been telling myself to sing and to dance more. Yeah, like no judgment. It's time to kind of put away shame. You know, like shame doesn't exist. It doesn't. It only exists if you start to create that in your mind. Even if your younger brother or sister when you were young told you that all the time, that you sang so much and to be quiet, it doesn't exist anymore. It only exists if you hold that emotion to it, right? We have to remember that. So I really want you guys to kind of take that away. I really want you guys to ask that. Lucy, yes, if you'd like a card reading, you can say me and I'll do a card reading for you. I'm just doing Jane's next. And Jane, if you're still there, say me and I will do your card pull for you. If there's anyone else who I didn't do a card reading for, if you guys want a reading for, let me know. No worries, Safi. I'm sending you love and light. Let me know if there's any other cards that pull out for any of you guys. If any cards are like, yeah, I resonate, like tell me. I'd love to help you guys out. Okay. Ooh, I'm like sweating in here. I'm wondering if I can... Ooh, it's like 33 degrees here. Quintlin. Okay, yeah, for sure. I'd love to. But honestly, the last time you did a reading for me, I reflected a lot and I started to see where I was in point in my life. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful that gave you that light. See, my intention is done for the day if I've helped one of you guys. So I think it's great that sometimes to forget about how we dance and saying, yeah, like I'm someone who used to do competitive dancing for years. And I used to always complain. I used to always complain about, you know, how I danced and, you know, how I looked and everything. But, you know, the more I thought about it, I was like, dancing brings such joy to each and every person, regardless of how you dance, right? Like, who cares? Like, who cares? Do the grasshopper if you want to, do the putting the card if you want to, like do whatever. Who cares if you don't have rhythm? Like dance. Like that's the important of it. Like it's for you to enjoy it, to have fun, to get loose and not to care. And it brings so much confidence within us. Like I think that's so crucial. I'm gonna actually see if I can reach my fan, guys, because I'm boiling. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm sweating. So let me just, Jane, I'm gonna do a reading for you, but let me just do this quickly. I'm like boiling. Okay, so yeah, we're good. Okay, to like crawl by my desk. I have a floor desk for you guys who don't know. Okay, this is much better. Feeling the fan. It was super hot. I was like, I can't do this anymore. Okay, so yeah, it must be so hot in Philippines. I can't even. I can't even. Like, I love the beach. I love the heat. Let me correct that. I like island heat and like tropical heat, because tropical heat has the waves and, you know, the breeze of the ocean. But when you live somewhere like Canada, where we don't have the breeze of the ocean, it's a little bit different. Lucy, I'd love to do a reading for you on love. I'll do that after Jane's. Awesome. Okay, so let's do Jane. You can just think of your question and I'll pull a card for you. But that's so amazing. I'm so happy. I had a couple other readings that I did before, and you guys said that you had a very emotional moment. And I think that was just like touching for me that you were able to get that confirmation that you were looking for. So that's amazing. Okay, so here we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, Jane, you guys, so YouTube doesn't have this because I can go as long as I want, but Instagram does. So I'm going to actually start this live again. Come join me again. I'm just going to go and restart it on here. Lucy, that's awesome. I love your energy too. I'm going to restart it on here, guys, because it's giving me a 1 minute and 37-second countdown. And I don't want to be halfway through your reading and cut it off. So please, 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 let's just go and I'll like, what do you call it? I will restart the live here for you guys. And also for everyone who did a reading as well, it will be on my YouTube channel. So if you want to go back to it, you can go there. I think that would be very helpful. So I'll see you guys in 2 seconds. I'm just going to restart it because it's going to end our call. And then just come and join me. It's Shika_Chica. You can come join the live. Okay, see you soon. Hey guys, how's it going? Sorry, I for some reason, let me just. Okay. Let's see. Okay, YouTube, we're still on. I just have to restart it on Instagram because they always do that. So I'll wait for Jane to come in. Hello, everyone. Sorry, I just like, it always does that. And I'm like, but I'm like halfway through a reading. I don't want to like mess it up for you guys. Ooh, sweaty. So I'll wait till Jane comes on. If she doesn't, then I will do yours, Quita and Lucy. So let's just wait a couple seconds for her. Iman, I think what came up for me for the reading was like figuring out like that in order for you to come out from where you are currently, you need to understand that you need to create boundaries with whoever is preventing you or whatever doubts or self-conflicting things that are coming through for you to know what the next decision is. And that's why I said it's really important for you to connect with your guides to kind of understand that. But I do see that you're brightening and you're kind of growing in the sense, expanding is the best word to use. But for you to get to be, you need to make sure you create boundaries so you can get that smooth transition. So I hope that kind of answers your question. Hello, everyone. Okay, so if Jane is not here, I'm going to do the next person, who is Lucy. And after Lucy is going to be Quita Lynn. So hello, Steve Marcel. So we're going to do Lucy for now while we're waiting, and then we'll kind of go from here. So Lucy, just think about your question with love, and then I'll go into it and tap into that. Okay, Lucy, so I feel like a lot of uncertainty with your questions, but we'll see what comes through. Okay, so there's a lot going on. First thing is call into your tribe. You don't have to do this alone. So I feel like what's going through is kind of trust. So trust issues that are coming through a little bit is a bit of what I'm coming through with everything here. Jane, hey, how's it going? You came a little bit later, so I'm just doing Lucy's quickly, and I'm going to do yours after. Just because I was like waiting, and I was like, I just wanted to make sure everyone else, got their readings. So I'm going to do yours next, Jane. Okay, so here it's really talking about with call into your tribe. So you don't have to do this alone. And I think what's coming through is like, I don't know what happened in your past relationships. And I know you're kind of seeking for love at this point. But one thing to figure out is when soul family comes in, when you're doing a reading such as this, is understanding that, you need to trust in yourself. You need to trust in being able to find that person that you love or want in that love. And I don't know if you're in a relationship, Lucy. Are you in a relationship or not? Because that would kind of help a little bit more with sinking into that. But I do see that you need to go to your soul tribe a little bit more. The people that you go to when things are wrong. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So here it's just really talking about how can I go to my tribe? How can I go and find direction for my tribe? Hey, everyone who's just, sorry, there's a lot of people jumping in on Instagram, so I just want to make sure. I'm just doing Lucy's right now, and then we're going to go back into it. Sorry, we had to start it over. Instagram had to like reset it a few months ago. Okay, so tapping in, I just want to make sure for Lucy. So yeah, I do feel a little bit of pain from that. I think one of the biggest things is just kind of going to your soul family, like your friends, the people that you go to for comfort, because I do think that you're still not getting over it yet. And before you end up going into a relationship or even finding someone to love, we have to make sure that we do a clearing. We clean out that energy. We clean out that what we have within that, because we don't want to bring that into some other love in, say, June, right? I think June might be a little bit soon. And to know that while you're healing that, you're divinely guided. Like, you are so guided, not only in this realm of like your friends and your family, but also with your guides. So just knowing that even though that relationship didn't work out, it's not your fault, and it was a lesson for you to learn. What do you need to look for the next person that is to come? I know it's going to be soon. I wouldn't say June per se. I think you still have a lot of healing to do, a little bit, in a way. Like, I don't want to say healing, but comforting, I think, is the best way to say. Hey, Jane just jumped onto YouTube. No worries. That's completely fine. I'll do the reading for you. But yeah, I think that's super, super important. And here it's just saying creating heaven and earth and just making it happen. So you need to be fully open. Your heart has to be open for you to get love. And if you are not fully open with your heart, how can you be like, give love? I gave this example to someone else who asked me love before, but when two people come together and they're lovers, right? It's one person, another person that come together, and it's two souls with such abundance of love, such love within themselves, that when they come and they love one another, it creates more love. And that's how people create this beautiful child into their life, and it makes more of a relationship for them. That is what you want, right? So before you go into a relationship, you want to make sure you're fully healed and you are loving yourself as much as you would want to love your partner. If you don't do it that way, then you're going to end up having so much pain within yourself. And that's not fair to you. That's not fair to the other person either. So you need to ask yourself, as you're going to your soul family for guidance, this is a time for you to spend June to love yourself a little bit more and to heal it, to kind of have more full closure and clearing from that. And I think that's super important. I don't think, like I said, before you even think about having a new relationship and adding more energy into everything, into the mix, you need to make sure that you're tuning into that. I definitely think that's something that your guides wanted to tell me, because that is very loud in that sense of like, make sure for her not to rush. And you will find your person when you're not looking. You will find your person when you're super happy. You're so excited with your life. You're so in tune, and you're not even looking at this point. You're so in love with yourself that you're not even looking or thinking about love at this point. And with that love, you will find someone who's going to love you the same way that you love yourself, and even deeper. That's why a lot of people end up connecting or kind of attracting people who are similar to them, because if they're not fully healed, that energy goes into that new relationship, right? So we need to make sure we're removing that completely. So, okay, so that is it as far as that. Who's next? Jane, you're next, Jane. So I just want to make sure Jane's still here. Jane, if you're here, just say me. Jane, if you're there, say me, and then I will put you there. Awesome. Okay. Hello, everyone who's on Instagram. No worries. I'm so happy to help. I'm so, so happy. Hey, Bree, how's it going? Okay, so Jane, you're next. Then there's, I still remembered you. Where are you? I need to go back onto the top of my list. Quita Lynn, are you still there on Instagram? Jane, are you still there? If not, I'll go to Quita. Okay, hi, awesome. So just think about your intention, Jane. Oh, that's awesome, Bree. I'm so happy you're doing well. Quita, if you can think of your questions so I can do the card pull for you next, that'd be awesome. Okay, so we have your guidance is divinely guided. You also have that channeling with uplifting humanity and where your journey is calling you to. So just understanding that you are, again, I feel like so many people are in transition right now who are asking questions. but where are you being called to? I think is the first card to kind of share with you here. And just knowing that you need to trust in your path a little bit more. I feel like you're kind of pulling back and kind of nervous based on other pressures externally without your own energy within yourself, right? So you need to figure out where that is. The second thing is Akasha, which is guidance divinely. I pulled this card out before. So where are you being guided? Where are you being guided divinely within yourself? Where is that deeper guidance coming from, right? And then in doing that, you need to understand that your true calling in your journey, and I'm not sure if it's career driven or what your question is as far as like, is it career, love, or what part of your life? But here is just asking and telling yourself that you are being uplifted. So it's to uplift humanity. It's to uplift and channel your truth and communicate. I really think your position in life is to communicate, and we'll use that with your higher self to communicate properly and help people find the better in themselves. And that doesn't mean through healing only, guys. That means from teaching. That could mean from learning from other people. It could be priestesses, it could be mystics. It could also just be teachers and nurses and other people who do amazing things in their life. So just asking yourself, through your journey and what you truly want to do, how does that connect to helping and channeling to humanity? How does that connect to helping humanity move forward? We're all so connected, everyone. We're each and every single one of us. Even though we didn't meet, we're so connected. There's a reason why you're here. There's a reason why I'm here. There's a reason why we're all here, right? So I really want you guys to know about that and really tune into that. I hope that aligned with you, Jane. I think that was very straightforward. I'm going to Quita. I'm going to do your reading next. Yeah, I'm excited to do Quita's as well. And then after Quita, I think I have a few on YouTube that's been asking questions. So Simsal, if you're still there, say me. And I think that's it. So Quita, I'm going to do your poll for your card reading. Oi, tudo bom? Okay, so Safi. Hey, Safi. How's it going? Okay. I think I have time to do one more extra reading after who's already done reading. So if you feel called to, I think this is the time. Quita, I'm just pulling your card now. Okay, so Quita, I feel like you're a calm person. I always, whenever tapping, I always feel people's energy a little bit. Okay, so first one that kind of aligns with me is energetic upgrades and new being integration. So I love this card, so beautiful. It's the awakening card. A lot of us are shifting and awakening into what we're meant to do, or even in our reality. What realistically is reality? What is reality? How do we focus on now? How do we focus on situations and tapping into what we're meant to do? So with you, Quita, I think it's really telling you that here, you're getting an energetic upgrade. You're being more intuitive. You're being more connected. I think this reading is a big step for you right now, is doing a card reading. And I think that's a really great example of how you're integrating your new self with your upgraded self and coming into 2.0 Quita, which is awesome. Here is bringing you to your soul calling. So now that you've awakened, what is the lesson that you've learned in going through shedding and releasing so much in the past couple months? And through those changes that were either things that you planned or things that you didn't have planned at all, what is your soul telling you? What's the calling that you're meant to do? What are you meant to do within yourself? What is that soul within yourself that you're meant to kind of step into? So I really want you to ask yourself that, answer what your calling is, answer that through your awakening. What was Source trying to tell you through this? What was the experience, even the ones and the decisions that you didn't have full control of? I really want you guys to ask, what is the Source trying to tell you? Mary, yes, I can do yours. I have time to do one more. You can just really ask that. I think that's super important, and that's a beautiful thing. And you already know what it is. It's, you're looking at the mountains. You already know what the answer is. It's right there for you, but you need to understand what it is through your awakening. And in doing that, when you figure that out, you also need to know to trust in your path. I keep getting this for a lot of people, but you go first. Just go for it. You have nothing to lose. Every time we take a decision in our life, we step away with a lesson. We step away with more depths within our soul, more lessons to take within us. And I think that's super, super important. So I just want you guys to know that anything that you go through, any experience that we all go through is meant to happen for us to expand. And you've expanded a lot, Quita. I think you've expanded a lot. And I just want you to just be a little bit more kinder to that soul. Be kinder to yourself. You've made it. You've done it. You're still growing. The journey's never done. But I want you to know that now it's the time to kind of sit back and reflect on what is my soul telling me after this past couple months of transitions and changes. What am I meant to do next? So I hope that really aligns with you. Let me know what you think, Quita. Let me know if you have any thoughts on that or anything that comes through for you. After Quita, we have Zimcel, and then we have Mary. And I'm just going to double check on Instagram, but we have no one else on Instagram. No, I don't. Yeah, I have no one else on Instagram. Dwee Franco just said, I'm from South Africa and my mom loves to tune in. Oh, that's awesome. That's so awesome. I didn't even know that. There's so many of you guys who've been coming back and I didn't even know. Well, hello, South Africa. We have Philippines, South Africa. Can you guys tell me where you're tuning in from? I would love to hear what country or city you're from. That would be amazing. That really resonated with me. Thank you. Oh, that's amazing. I'm sending you so much light and love. Just be kind to that soul. I think you've been through a lot of changes and it's just time to accept it, and I know it's hard sometimes when we're kind of like going for success in our life, but we need to just like accept it. We need to just like bask in it sometimes, Miami, Florida. That's amazing. We have South Africa too. Awesome. Anywhere else? Alberta, Canada. Woo, that's awesome. I'm in Canada too. I'm in Ontario. That's awesome. United Kingdom. Oh, awesome. That's amazing. I love it. You guys are awesome. Yeah, let me know where the rest of you guys are from. So I'm going to do Zal's one while you guys tell me where you guys are from. That'd be awesome. Thank you for your reading. It's so true to really confused a lot with things and big help. Yeah, so just kind of sit with what you're confused with, Jane. I think that would be important for you. And feel free to stay because I feel like maybe a card might pull. I also do, at the end of all my card readings, I do a collective card for all of us. So if you stay as well, I will do that for that. Okay, so let's do Zimzal's, which is, I think it was like a career. Let me scroll up to, you said talking about your my business. Okay. Okay, so we have 3 cards for you. Okay, so Zimzal, your question is, you have 3. So the first one is, what is your calling telling you to do? So your decision with your business as far as like what direction you want to go is kind of what I'm getting from you. Like if you want to shift your direction based on certain changes. And I do feel like there's like a lack of confidence in where you need to go and the 2 kind of paths. So here's just telling you that soul calling. So what is your soul telling you? I've heard a lot of people through this experience find out that their business, they're shifting their business completely. They found out that, hey, I don't like what I'm doing right now and I want to shift my business. I don't want to do this anymore. And that is completely fine. You are never, ever failing or anything from that. You're actually expanding from that. You're going to be a better entrepreneur. So if you find that for yourself, I do feel like there's a lack of leaving behind some things and shifting, but knowing that, with business, you need to kind of go where the energy flows, right? So things are changing for a lot of people. Me being a social media mentor as well for conscious business owners, and I help them through that intuitively. I think one thing I've learned was that when you're looking at business, you need to ask yourself, where is the world going and how can I take my values and what I learn about my business and serve my world, serve what they need, serve them in a way that they're going to be able to expand more than they can even imagine, right? So I do think you need to ask yourself, what's your soul asking right now for your business? Next is mothering yourself. I feel like you're kind of chasing. You're chasing after results. And right now it's a time for you to slow down and mother yourself. Ask your body, what does it need? Ask your body, where are you feeling exhausted? Because I do feel exhausted. Because of that, you're feeling kind of foggy headed as to what you need to do with your business in the next step 4. So just kind of ask, what is that? How can you mother yourself on a daily basis? Even if it's just like 10 minutes, 10 minutes, taking that time for yourself, 10 minutes of putting that time aside to work on you. That's a lot of time, right? And then the next thing is, you already know the decision. The niggling feeling is in your gut. Your gut is always where the answer is held, guys. Your gut is where the answer always, 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 always is. So here is asking, what is that niggling feeling that is trying to tell you? What is the universe and source trying to tell you? Where do you need to go? But in order for you to figure that out and have a clear understanding and confidence in that, because I know you're kind of uncertain, you need to mother yourself a little bit and take a break. You need to kind of take a break, and that break can be in between every single day. It doesn't have to be just fully step away from your business, but it can just be a slight break of just like, I'm going to take a little slight break just to see what I need to do so I can be 10 times stronger when I come back full force, So I think these are beautiful readings. I think that was amazing. Zimzal, let me know what resonates with you, what comes through. And Mary, if you're still there, say me. I will do yours as a last reading, and then we will do a collective reading all together for everyone in the group. So let me just pull these cards. I love doing readings with you guys. It's super nice. Hey, Mary. No worries, Zimzal. It's so nice to have you do the reading. I really hope it resonated with you and it gave you some clarity for your business and just kind of understanding where you need to go. Mary, awesome. So I'm going to do a reading for you. So just think about your intention and I will pull a card for you. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, Mary, you had two cards that pulled out on its own. So we have play. We also have align your life and niggling feeling. So here is just saying that I feel like you're taking things a little too seriously and trying to control the energy a little bit more. And you need to kind of just figure out, how can I align my life? Like, how can I align my energy? How can I align my mind with where I really want to do with my life, right? So here it's saying, what is not aligned with you recently? What has changed recently that has been bothering you? And what can you do in your power to change that energy and to make sure that it's not stagnant? What can I do to change how I see myself and my reality? Because remember, we are the painters of our reality. We are the painters of our energy. We are the painters of our emotions. Every single day when you wake up, the first hour is going to be the precedent of your morning. It's going to be the precedent of your day. So I always say your first hour is your hero hour. It's your hour for you to be successful. It's your hour to feel amazing and aligned and energetic. And that's why I really say that whenever I do these readings, whenever these come through, I think it's really asking yourself, what is that one change that happened in your life that feels a little bit off? Hey, Gianna, so nice to see you. So trust in that niggling feeling. Trust in it. Trust. I think this is so important. Trust in that feeling. Trust in that. And you already know what's not aligned. You've just been avoiding it because you don't want to bear with these emotions a little bit. And you need to know that the inner work is going to allow us to expand so much more. Hi, Gina. It's so nice to see you. It's so great to see new subscribers. The inner work is what's going to build you a lot more, right? All the work that you're doing right now, all the work that you don't want to do, all the work that is telling you, hey, you gotta go deeper. You got to work on this. All this work that you don't want to do is going to bring you to be able to celebrate, So right now you need to celebrate and play a little bit. You need to remove that stagnant energy. You need to understand and not take yourself too seriously, not get too caught up on why is everything happening against me, and figure out, what do I have control of? My emotion. What do I have control of? My energy. What do I have control of? My vibration. What do I have control of? My manifestations and what I want to attract in my life. And I can choose that through boundaries. I can choose that from every other thing that I want to do, right? So ask yourself, how can you align your energy? I think this is really your main card that brings together these two cards, which is, trusting and play. Trust and play. Super important. Showing Instagram, I'm showing YouTube. Trust and play. I think that's so crucial. I'm answering some questions here. So, hey, Gina, sending you love and light. And Jank, that's amazing. I'm so happy that you are from Canada. I'm from Canada too, and it's so great to see you guys are from there too. I've noticed there's a few Canadians. I didn't know there were so many out there. There's a few of you guys who've been coming and saying hello. So I just want to say thank you. That's been so awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do, I see Angela on Instagram, and my Instagram is kind of starting to get more people. So I will do one more reading on Instagram. I will stop my live on Instagram. I will finish up on YouTube and do the card pulling. So if you guys would want a general card pulling for the day as a collective, I would love. Oh, Laura Young. Okay, it's so nice to see you. I'd love to do that. So I'm going to spend 5 more minutes on Instagram IGTV. No more card readings after Laura and Angela, and then I'm going to kind of go from there. So YouTube, if you guys want a few more readings, I'll choose about a couple more. So if you guys want a reading, say me, and I'd love to do one. Mary, been seeing a lot of this, and I've been feeling called to be more creative and make art. Yes, use the creative energy. This is a perfect time to do that as we're rebirthing ourselves, right? Because we need to understand that when changes happen, our body's like, oh, we need to go back to the norm. We need to go back to what we know. But if what we know doesn't work anymore, then what do? We feel like we're a failure. So in order for us to figure that out through our, expanded self, we need to become more creative. And that's what your card reading was really telling you. You need to play a little bit more, be more creative, go have fun, dance, sing. If you don't know how to sing, just sing anyways. Do things, move your energy. That's so important. So I'm going to do Instagram first, and I'll go into YouTube. If you guys want a reading, say me, and I'll do yours. Mary, I hope that resonated with you. It sounded like you got the confirmation you needed. Jenkins says she doesn't have Instagram. Yeah, that's what I noticed. I know a lot of people on my YouTube don't have Instagram. So I've been trying to do a live together. So if this works out, I might do twice a week. I might do live readings with you guys on my YouTube. I won't announce it. I'll just kind of do it. Usually I do the Cacao Chit Chats 1 p.m. Eastern time every day from Monday to Friday on Instagram. So if you guys are interested in that, you can go on my Instagram and check that out. That's super important. So let's start out with Angela. Can you think about your question, Angela, of like what you want Angela Novell does? That would be amazing. And then Zimza says, change resonated with me. Been offered a new opportunity, and I've been working on during the lockdown period, and I should have it easy to stop chasing. Yeah, there's so many changes, right? So you need to kind of go into that space where you already know what that feeling is. There's another subscriber, one of my loyal subscribers. All of you guys who've been like from the beginning, and all of you guys who've been starting now, I will remember every single one of you guys, and I still do. I love you guys so much, because he actually was expanding, just going through his awakening, and also had an experience where he was in between staying with his family, but then also taking this job opportunity. And sometimes you need to ask yourself, be self-care. I don't like to say selfish because it's a lower vibrational word. I'm all about that nowadays, is learning that. One of my friends told me about that. So ask yourself, how is taking that job giving you, more energy to your self-care routine? Going to a job that you're happy about, going to a job that you're excited about, right? Comparing the pros and cons between that energetically, I think is so important. Is it a good idea for me to start an online business? I've been waiting for months just to go forward, but I've been hesitant. Yeah, sure. I'll do a reading for you. I'll do a card reading. Okay, so we have our answer here, Angela. Woo! Sorry, that was me, not your cards. And this might come in. You have a lot of a card reading. So let me see here. So your purpose, I feel like you're doing a career change with yours, Angela. And here it's really what it's telling you is the channeling and uplifting. So a lot of you guys have been getting this, uplifting humanity. So whatever your decision is for your career, it is meant to uplift humanity. You need to uplift your energy, uplift them. And in doing that, I think you need to kind of ask and to let yourself know that as you go through this new venture of whatever you decide, whether it's a new job or a new business, because I feel it's going to be either or, keep and understand that the Keeper's Earth really represents that your guides and ancestors are here. We just had a new moon. I don't know if you had any connections with your guides or your ancestors, but Gemini represents direct connection to Source and Earth. So they give us the answers that we need in life, right? So kind of taking advantage of this time and asking today, I would suggest today, what you need to do. Ask your ancestors, ask your guides for support through this decision. Whatever you decide, whatever your intuition decides, whether that's a new job or whether that is starting a new online business. But in doing that, you need to understand that whatever the decision is, you need to allow the rose to just unfold. You can't control everything in this decision. You know this time was to come. Your soul knew this was going to happen. It's kind of at a path between two. But you need to decide that whatever you decide at the end of the day is what's going to make you happy, right? What's going to make you happy at the end. And sometimes when we prevent the rose from unfolding, it actually prevents it from coming from its nature, and it doesn't grow naturally, right? So we need to come to a space of like, how can I just surrender to the circumstances and decide what's going to make me happy, right? So stop controlling the rose, let it flourish, let it grow the way it wants to. But understand what you could do and what you do have control of is to ask your ancestors for an answer, which is the card you got, and to understand that your purpose, whether it's a new job or an online business, to understand a little bit more of uplifting humanity. So I think this is a really good card. Angela, if you want to message me, I think it might be nice for us to chat. I do help people a little bit more with like understanding how to be conscious with their decisions. So if you want to chat, just let me know. Just message me and I'd be more than happy to help you out. Okay, next we have one more on Instagram, and then I'm ending my Instagram live, and that would be Laura Young. So Laura, if you're still there, saying me. Angela, let me know if anything else pulls up, if anything comes through. I would like to know. I hope that helps you guys out. I don't know if any of you guys also thought that aligned. No worries. I'm super happy to help out. And Laura, if you're still there, say me. If not, I will go on to Instagram. I'm just feeling I'm really lost at the moment in my life and in love. I feel like I have lost my sense of self recently. How can I help myself in my path and my true self again? Yeah, that's a great question. It's funny. I did a I actually recorded a video today, and it's coming out tomorrow, and I'm into angel numbers. I don't know if you're into angel numbers. I know a lot of my YouTube subscribers are, but there is an angel number that keeps coming through that I feel like might align with you, and you might have been getting it. That's why you've been asking this question. So definitely go check that out on YouTube. My link is in my story, but let me do your reading first. I want to kind of give you some more clarity. Let's see for Laura Young. So you got 2 cards and 1 more. Okay, Laura, so you have 3 cards. We have the Great Gathering in here. I think this is the first card that pulled for you, and this comes in your love life. And it's empaths and sensitive. You're very sensitive to just like energy and just a sensitive person. And I think for you, you need to kind of ask yourself, you know, like, what is true to you? What do you truly want within yourself? You know, what do you want within your soul? What do you truly, truly want, right? And connect with nature a little bit more to get that clarity, because I do feel like everything is, kind of going, so that card fell out right away. I need you to get grounded, because your energy is just going everywhere and you're taking on other people's energy. You need to figure out what is love for me, not what's love for everyone else, you know? What's love for me, not what's love for my partner, so we can come together and bring that love together. You know, I think this is very important. And then here's just answer the call. So what is your call? What's your calling telling you? I feel like you already know the answer, as you are empathic. And it's funny because you said I am empathic and it fell out. So what is your soul calling you? Like what is your soul telling you to do? When we're feeling lost, that's usually a sense that we're not connecting to our higher self. We're not grounded, you know? So you need to kind of ask yourself, like, it's funny because I have agonite with me, because I feel like right now everyone needs it, and it's a grounding crystal and stone. And I do definitely feel like that's what's kind of like pulling to me while I'm doing the card, is like, what's your soul calling you to do? And asking yourself that while you're taking a walk in nature, you know, like just kind of, or sitting in a park or sitting on your balcony, or just like being grounded and just being connected. It is all coming together and intuitive with your soul tribe. So here's a beautiful card. So just saying that everything is coming full fruition. It's coming all together. We're so excited. And in doing so, you're getting to the point where intuitivity is getting stronger. And you need to understand that when you're asking yourself about love, when you're asking yourself where you need to be, you know, coming together and asking your guides through your empathic gifts of what you need to do in order for you to feel more fulfilled in your love life and feel more fulfilled in just in general. But I do feel like a good portion of this reading is telling you that you need to get grounded. You need to go in nature. You've been inside for too long. I know there's a lot going on, but you can't hide from it. You need to kind of adapt. You need to adapt to the energy. And for me, maybe that means going grocery shopping at a local store instead of the big grocery store because I'm going to pick up other people's energy, right? So you need to kind of react to that and kind of respect your energy as much as possible. Even at times when you feel like you can't, you need to respect that energy. So I really hope that aligned with you. I hope you enjoyed that. And I think this is a beautiful reading for you. Let me know what calls through for you, but I just think that you're super all over the place. Your energy is everywhere. It's stressing you out. You need to just get grounded, get connected with Mother Earth. Even just doing every morning, if you do 5 minutes a day, put a song on and dance. Just dance. And that dance is your intention for the dance is to raise your vibration. And if you can do that, that's going to shake out and just shake your body. Just shake your body out of stagnant energy. This is for any of you guys. If you feel off, like shake your body. And I think this is so, so important. So I'm really happy that resonated with you, Laura. I'm so, so happy for you. Keep doing what you're doing. Angela, thank you for your reading. It's like so many like ideas I've had once. I DM you because I didn't know what is better for question would be. Yeah, for sure. DM me, message me if anything personal comes in for Instagram. YouTube, I'll still be online. If you guys want to do a collective reading, I'll do it at the end on YouTube. And thank you so much for doing the reading. I will be doing long, like full readings. If you're interested in doing a full reading Instagram, you can DM me and I can do a thorough one for you. I do that with cost, but it's very, very affordable. So let me know. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Everyone always says they're like, your pictures are so awesome. I've been posted in literally since last year. And the reason is because I'm shifting. I'm shifting because I want to serve you guys a little bit more in a different way. And I've been doing lives that way. So I'm happy to know it's going into the purpose and you guys are growing. You guys are getting all the answers you need and you're getting the help you need because I think that's important. I want to help you guys out. So Instagram, I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. There'll be another live. And I love you guys so, so much. Talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, YouTube, you guys are next. So luckily, I don't even know why I saved the video on here because I don't need to, but we're here. Okay, I'm here with you guys. I have a few more minutes. So we have Alika. So if you're still there, see me. I will do a reading for you. I'm just reading here. Jenica says, sorry, my English, but can I ask something? Do you like me think Michael Jackson was an angel? I still love him and deep music. Yeah, I think I honestly, guys, and I just want to let you know about this. Every single person, even the people that you might not like the most, they are all loving people. Even the people who have done a lot of horrible things in this world. The only difference is they've been gone through so many bad things in their life. And because of doing those bad things in their life and having those experiences, they are body pain people. They're walking in this space of going through so much pain, right? So I just want to let you guys know that, any person, regardless of how media might position it, has a soul, has love to give to each and every single one of the people in their life and to you guys. So whenever you see someone who is probably bad in your sense or in your perception, they're just going through their emotions. And you need to kind of come from understanding that we're all very connected. So, and Karina, it's so nice to see you. Okay, so we're going to go with Alkin, you're still here. So I'm going to think of your intention. I'm going to pull your card for you, and then we'll do a collective one because I think that's it for today. I got 2 cards pull out. Okay. It's funny because when I'm thinking about your card reading, things pull up for me. Oh, so nice to see you. Hey, Karina. Love new subscribers. Another conscious soul, part of the family. So nice to see you. Okay. Okay, Al, can you have your 3 cards? So I just pulled one in general, but if you're asking for love, then that might actually help as well. So it kind of aligns regardless. So that's perfect. Empath. So I do feel like you are someone that also needs to kind of ground with nature. So I got this card for you, which is get grounded. And the reason why you need to get grounded is because I feel like you're exhausted. Like when I did your reading, I felt really tired. Like I feel like I haven't slept well, if that makes sense. So what guide, a source, and your guides are telling you is to deep replenish yourself, replenish your energy, take a break, rest, rest and just be content with resting. You've been on a treadmill, you've been running on, life, and it's time for you to take a break. And in doing that, you'll be able to understand what is your soul trying to tell you as far as love. So, instead of finding and searching for love as much, and kind of like, I want to say putting yourself out there, but try not to put yourself out there so much, and try to just, listen to what your intuition wants you to do. Because our intuition, even in times of people in relationships, is able to tell us what is best for us. And remember that I mentioned before that, two people that are in love or people in a relationship, what they represent are two amazing souls that have love for themselves, that come together to create this abundance of love, and that creates this cycle and energy source that expands as they grow that relationship together. So if you are feeling exhausted, you can't bring that love into that relationship. You can't bring that love and that full intention, that full concentration and your full self in there if you're always exhausted. So get grounded, take care of yourself. I would suggest maybe doing a social media cleanse for a day. That popped up in my head, and then just a download that came through. Do a day of just being offline. I do it every week, and it helps a lot, especially being someone who's empathic. It helps a lot. So that's your card, your reading. I'm going to do a reading for you guys all to end this live. I'm really happy that you guys were all here with me. And for those who just joined, I'm super happy for you guys too. And all the new subbies. It's so nice to see you guys all. You're amazing. You're so, so amazing. Karina, I didn't have time to do yours, but I will do other readings before. And I also do private readings as well. So if you are interested in that, you can message me on Instagram. But let's do a reading together. So I want you guys to all just close your eyes, and we're going to do a reading together. And I just want you to just take 3 breaths in, and we're going to start. So we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and hold it for a second, and out through the mouth. We're going to ask Source for cards for us, and for universe and our guides, what the cards will be today for us. Thanks, Karina. So sweet. Yeah, I sent them in the camera so you guys can all see it. So I'm super happy you aligned with that, Jenka. Okay, so we're going to do a card reading for everyone today. All you beautiful souls, okay? Oops. This card's definitely ours. Okay, guys, so we have 3 cards today from our angels, from our guides. And I think this is a beautiful card based on the energy of today. I got a lot of getting grounded from you guys. I feel like we need to ground ourselves. I feel like we need to replenish. We need to just kind of go deep within. And for this card reading for all of us, I have get grounded, empaths, highly sensitive, and connect with Mother Nature. So I would really just want to challenge yourself today to connect, and just really come in and ask yourself, how can I get grounded? And I actually have a few videos on that. So if you guys are not familiar with the root chakra, you can go check that out. But grounding yourself and just connecting. It could be a 5-minute walk outside. It could be opening your window as you're inside. It could be sitting on the grass and just
taking 3 deep breaths like we did and just being grateful for that. And I think in the midst of everything, especially in this current station of the now, we are just really trying to get used to the changes in this world, right? So I want you guys to ask yourself, how can I ground myself every single day for 5 minutes? And how can I ground myself today for 5 minutes? That's my only intention. And through this, we need to also be kind to ourselves because we're birthing and we're upgrading our souls. We're upgrading to 2.0, guys. This card's telling you we're upgrading. New creations are coming, whether it's career, love. A lot of us are starting new families or various other things. So asking yourself, what are you birthing out of this situation, right? What are we birthing through this whole experience? What are we doing, right? Ask yourself that. And in doing that with getting grounding is replenishing. And I want you guys to know it doesn't mean just going one day and going and take a bath. It means every single day. What is the one thing that you do? I actually lock out in my calendar a certain time that I just don't do anything. I either watch TV or I just like spend time with myself or I meditate for 45 minutes or whatever it may be. But I make sure that every single day, regardless of my situation or what how busy my day is, I always replenish myself and I hold that moment. I don't think about the time ticking. I don't think about all these things. It's time for us to kind of think about how can we take care of this temple. And there's one quote that I want to leave with you guys that I thought just resonated with me so much yesterday in a meeting that I had. And it was that our heart is our temple and love is the key. I posted something recently and I said that the only thing that really truly exists in today's world is love. As we rebirth into expanding our souls and connecting to our guides and seeing angel numbers and manifesting and all these exciting things to come, we need to understand that in this new age, love stays there. Love is what keeps us going. Love is what pushes us through every single thing that is to come. So ask yourself, what is that love that I can give myself as I ground myself? How can I love myself and do that self-care and that self-love and that bringing that vibration within myself and replenish on a daily basis, even if it's just 10 minutes a day? But what our guides are telling us today is we need to do that. I think that is so beautiful. Jenkins just said, I just laid on a tree and had it. Also singed and danced and get grounded. That is amazing. I think that's amazing. Ground yourself. Hug a tree if you want to. Lay on the ground. Walk barefooted. Do what you want to do. But I just want to say, get grounded. Shake that stagnant energy outside. It doesn't need to be there. So I want to say thank you to each and every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for being part of these card readings. I did like an hour and 45 minutes today on both Instagram and on live. I didn't expect that. It went really, really well. I just want to say thank you to each and every single one of you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, put notification bells. I do videos every single day. If you guys don't know me, I do videos here on spirituality, wellness, entrepreneurs, and social media. Essentially my intention for this channel is just to help conscious beings, for us to expand our consciousness in a way that we can be conscious every single day, that we can bring an intention of consciousness to live the life that we want in the end of the day. You know, like I want each and every single one of you guys to be happy when you wake up. I want you to feel like you want to expand bigger and bigger and bigger and just, you know, growing and want to be happy. That's really what I want you guys to do. I really want you guys to just say gratitude in the chat if you'd like, and just send love here. That would be amazing for every single one of us because we're so interconnected. But yeah, I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful reading. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Universe. Thank you, guides, for all of this amazing reading. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much again. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Love you so, so much. See you in the next reading. We're doing another one, 1 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. See you soon. Bye. Love you. Later.